What is up, everyone? This is going to be my Briar jungle video on the new Briar changes, all the nerfs and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to just go over everything about Briar and how to play her and also itemization that you would need to know. So for starters, let's look at matchups. Swain versus Riven, me versus Mundo, Graves mid versus Lissandra, Vayne, Nami versus Jhin, Bran. So for matchups, I always want to play around, my farm. I really like getting level 4. You could start with like a red leash, but solo raptors is always fine to do. Playing for level 4, Mundo, I always try to think what kind of jungler am I playing against. This guy is sort of a bad jungler. He's a full clear jungler, so I'm not too worried about him. If I was against like a Graves or like a Nidalee, someone who's more cheesy, I would think more about that. So we're going to start raptors. Our game plan is to just kind of farm. Builds hasn't really changed much. Eclipse into, Sunder Sky, still a really good build that I have, a lot of enjoyment playing. So that's like my go-to generally. And here we always want to do the Raptors and then the Krug second. Just so we have the, our red buff for much longer. Because red buff on Briar is extremely important. And here we always want to smite the second camp, so the extra damage on our W, right? Our W activation missing health damage, which is really big. So when you're playing jungle in general, always think about, your clicks are important. But what's more important is just being able to look on the minimap, right? Like some people play permanent lock. So after I use the W rotation, I use this time to kind of look around and see what's going on the map. Every time I use like one spell rotation or I just let my champion play, I just look to see what's going on in the rest of the map, right? This stuff is important. It'll just help you get better. And, you really don't have to be watching yourself PvE that much. So yeah, if you want to get better, always try to play towards that condition. So here we see Mundo. We have decision. How do we want to play this? Do we want to invade him? He's quite a fast clearer. Maybe we want to invade him because... Oh, it's looking like we're fighting here. This could be a kill, but it also might not be. So we have to decide on what we want to do. I think if Mundo tries to play for a level 4 clear, that's something we can take advantage of. So here we're just going to invade. I like to spice things up. If you know what you're doing, you can always play for that. So here he should be here. We have smite, so we should be able to smite it. We just want to get some damage out. E at the very end, auto, and just get that last hit. Here we're just kind of playing around our comboing. And here we're going to go in and then try to go for the burst. And here we're going to E. We do have E all so close. I was saying we do have E coming up, so we just had to kind of take that chance. And here you always want the pickaxe buy. Pickaxe buy early game is huge. There you're really strong as Briar if you just want to fight. If you want to just kind of giga chat in and just force fights, really powerful champion. You can level 3 invade if they show what your path is, right? Usually if I had no vision, I wouldn't do that kind of invade. But if Mundo does red, usually his smite's down, so you always take advantage of that. So here I go straight to blue in this situation. Why? We do have raptors coming up, but I just want to farm the side I haven't cleared already to get the most value out of that. And also I want to look to maybe go on the Mundo here. So if we're going to fight Mundo here, what I want to do is just finish the blue and then go on him. Here we get the mark. We just keep chasing and get the W at the very end, right? So here we can actually keep chasing a bit longer. So our W is coming up. It's actually dead here. We should have the second W rotation into the one-shot combo. So very nice. This is an extremely spicy game. Maybe too spicy. Maybe not spicy enough. Either way, though, I like fighting. And here we always want to start with our W. Riven, no sums. They have no sums. Q there, auto attack, auto W. One more auto off here if we can. They use a lot of spells. We're gonna have to wait for our next W. Juke that. We're gonna have to kind of dash forward and all in Riven here. E to kind of reduce the damage. And here I think I'm most likely dead, right? It's just there's no way I'm gonna live. Jhin is coming too, so I just want to die. Possibly to brand support or someone who's not as strong. But them roaming all the way up there. Why do I run this way? I waste as much time as possible, so now they're losing farm in this side of the map, right? So it's a win in our regard. It's an extremely volatile game, spicy. You can never predict a game like this, but getting your buys early, like this is extremely good buy. I got the Warhammer now. So now I can kind of go into farm mode with a huge advantage, right? So I'm happy to kind of go farm now. So here we're just going to go kind of like AFK farm a bit. Dragon is now with the Void Grubs, you know, you should be playing around objectives, but you should not be doing objectives unless they're really easy for you to kind of do, right? So objectives should be, you know, they should be, you know, like if I'm going to do Dragon, I want my ball lane to be winning, or I want it to be very low risk for me to do objective. Void Grubs, because they spawn later now, it's actually kind of more important to think about your solo laners when you play for Void Grubs, right? So if Void Grubs are up like here, I just kind of need to know, okay, because now solo laners will get 6 on Void Grubs, so you have to be a little careful and cautious. But if it's 1v1 versus Mundo, I'm happy to fight Mundo. So here I check if Void Grubs is up. It's up right now, so that means Mundo's not on it. So I want to do the crowd first. Why? Because this gives me level 5, and I'm quite happy if I can get 5. And what we want to do is stack it up and just do our AoE damage as much as possible. What I think is happening is Mundo's going to be on Krug, so he might come this way. So I have to be aware of that. So I just have to keep that in mind. So there he is. So I want to kill one and kind of back up a bit. You know, now I have a problem because Lysandre's moving. So I just want to smite one and get out. Now I just want to kind of get out in this situation. Break the aggro, switch, ward for Lysandre and leave. So I'm happy to base here. Lysandre might be coming. Now Bran is here. It's a bit of a problem. I'm going to E in advance. Try to kill Bran as much as possible. Not much we can do about it. Enemy team is roaming permanently for that. We got 2 grubs. That's not bad. Vayne is destroying bot lane. It's happy. Like if they want to send everyone to party up here with the big boys, and then they can send them because they are losing value. And here I'm going to go straight bot side because, well, Bran roaming a lot. He's going to have, you know, they're going to have to catch this wave. And this is a really good wave for me to gank on. Plus I'm buying boots now. Plus Bran is quite far from lane. So you can always assume they have no wards set up. So that's really good. So I can assume that. So what I'm doing is I just want to go on Bran ASAP. So here I'm going to check the brush here, see if he's here. Wait a bit, see what's going on. Bran is here, so I'm going to E into the wall and then W. Auto one shot, right? Very simple press to attack combo. Start with E if you know the brush isn't warded, like that situation. I can tell it's not warded. I just have that kind of sense in me to get that sort of feeling that's not warded. So here we have smite up, so we can always smite to steal it. So here I'm going to try to smite to steal it. My W does missing health damage, so we're able to get that. I could R here if I want to. I'm going to E in advance. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Now I'm going to R. So I just need Lysandre, Nami to help me here. W to kind of like juke abilities, right? You got to use your W to juke a lot. When you know crowd control is about to hit you, you press W in advance. I don't mind going in for a quick 1-2 tap on the Bran. Maybe the Jhin here. I'm going to E in advance when CC is about to hit me. I might be in a bad situation though. Need Vayne to go. There's my girl. There's my girl. Maybe a quick 1-2 could be good here. W. And then E. You know, because my E is up, I feel so confident to kind of take that fight, right? It seems kind of nuts, but I feel confident in it, so I'm happy. And here I just do Grom, because like, for Briar, you can always heal insane amounts. If you can do one camp, like if I can just get Grom here, or whatever, 2 rotations of my W, I'm full health, right? Just like that. And here I'll do Dragon, and I'll just be farming off of that. Bran should be dead. I'm gonna just kind of go in. He's quite fast. I don't think we're gonna kill Jhin. So how do I keep myself from going into tower range? I can always Q a minion. And if you Q a minion, it pretty much forces you to attack only minions, even there is a champion nearby. Or you just instantly press E to get that going. I don't think I'm gonna help that. This may not be a dragon game, so because we're so late on stacking dragons, I might as well just base now. This guy is looking to try to stop me, but I think I'm base already. So now I'm happy I got my clip spy. Do I need Merctrez? This is like for sure a Merctrez game. So I would generally go Merctrez here and get a sword. Your go-to build right now is Eclipse into Sundered Sky. They have nerfs next patch to Sundered Sky, to slightly Eclipse. Eclipse nerfs, I actually don't think it does anything. It's still probably going to be the best first item for you. And Sundered Sky nerfs might be big, but overall, Death Stance is getting buffed and Maul is getting buffed. So what does that mean for Briar? It means we're probably going to have, you're going to be going Death Stance, Maul every game now. Instead of Sterix. Sterix is going to be really bad. So we're going to go Death Stance either 3rd or 2nd with Maul as well, which is going to be really good for us. It's going to be our build path. So here I'm just scouting to see if R is worth it. I don't think R is good here. Unless I think this guy's overextending. Also don't think I need to R. If I can just get another W going. So here I'm probably going to just go for a one tap combo on the center. Remember we can always one tap as well. E in advance. Very close, very close. Ribbon could be here. Nope, we're good to go. We can heal up really fast one of us. We'll send a Hail Mary out. I never forget. I never forget. Dude, I'm surprised she dodged that. Whatever, Void Grub's time. That was a bit close. Honestly thought her R was down. I thought she R'd earlier, but you know, risks. What is life without taking a few risks here and there? But here I like Void Grubs. I mean, they obviously got Dragon there. It's not like I don't like playing for Dragons. I think Dragons are really important. But I think Dragon is much easier. You know, doing Dragon is much more situational, you know. You gotta like get a gank off bot and make sure you kill balling before you kind of do Dragon. Or you can try to sneak it, but it can be really risky if you try to sneak it and then it doesn't go well. So here I'm gonna have to fight these two. I can just W over. Remember, we always W over situations like this. Here I'm gonna E in advance, ribbon damage, try to W tap, one shot, and we're good to go. And here we just let our champion play, hands off. Not much going on. Not much going on there. Briar kind of plays herself, you know, so it's quite easy. You just take your hands off the keyboard. Enjoy the ride. Here, this guy, she's doesn't look killable, so we just kind of respect that and back up a bit. So here we just take whatever jungle it is. It is what it is. Mundo, he's a bit of a degen. Game, we're in Diamond right now. So it's like Diamond 3, Diamond 2. But it's all the same, realistically. Here I'm going to do Krugs. You always got to watch out if the top laner walks this way. That's why I always like when I do Krugs, I stand right here. You stand right here, you're not going to get spotted by the minions or any of that. This is a really good spot to stand. So here you can always peek to see where Ribbon is. If I hit R, I could kill her if I want to try. You just R. This angle is a really weird angle. I'm surprised she saw that one coming. Should have aimed a bit lower. But, you know, I just use it because I'm going to reset anyways. If I hit it, I kill her fast. Good play. If not, I just base. And I play the game from here. So here we're going Thunder Sky, Sword. Now, I always prefer the Tunneler over, you know, Warhammer. Even though ability haste is really important on Briar, just HP and this attack damage is very good. You know, it's a very efficient, cost-efficient component. When we're playing Briar, very important. Your flash is very, very important. So, always want to play around that. So, like, if I have flash up, I can just force pretty much a fight here if I wanted to. In an otherwise very hard situation. That's the advantage. That's the power of sort of like summoners like that. Here, because I have flash up, I have very like high amounts of confidence. I can just kind of walk in here and kind of assert my dominance. Here, I just want to go on this guy fast, combo him. And then kind of reset the fight once I kind of like get a good chunk off. You know, it's all about these sort of like short trades in a sense. Like I take a short trade, combo, I trunk a bit, and then I kind of back up and evaluate. Here I think Lissandra is going to push a second wave, right? Because players are greedy. So I might be able to kind of one tap the Lissandra here as she goes for the second wave. Because it's pinked, unlikely now. Because I want to push and get this tower, we just push the wave anyways. Always try to get the cannon, last hit with it. Experience is really important. This is going to be a first tower experience. Look how much money we get. One auto. That's 500 gold right there. If my math is right. And, you know, Balling ended up winning the fight anyway, so it all worked out in the end. So that's just important. Right place at the right time. I feel like some people say, oh, you just got lucky because you were just like, you know, you were just in the right situation, the right spot at the right time. And that's a lot of jungle, but it's not supposed to be luck. A lot of times the good player is just in that situation because he's sort of evaluating the decisions he needs to be making, right? If you just sort of think in advance what's happening in these lane situations, is it good for me to be here? All these kind of questions as you play the game, you're going to just find yourself making better decisions. you sort of have to question what you're doing and evaluate what's better. And here I want this buy. If I don't have it, what's the point of basing, right? Because I need 50 gold, so I might as well get red. And it looks like we're trying to transition into a topside play. By that I mean we're playing topside here. So most likely I have two options in this situation. What I like to do is I do this, right? I either do I base and I cross and I do whatever play there, or I try to defend bot side if this guy's gonna be a hero. So here I see if Jhin wants to go for another wave, I'm gonna be there to stop him. But it looks like he's not, so we're just gonna take the wave. Right, we don't have TPs, right? We don't have TPs, we should just take the wave. The reason why is because you just don't want to give a weak champion waves back in the game, right? Like, you shouldn't give them chances like that. Like, this Jhin shouldn't be able to kind of like get all this farm a tower. He'll catch up extremely high. If he kept pushing, I would have been there to kill him. Here I like blue trinket or yellow trinket. It's up to you. Blue can help you with R snipes. Can help you a lot with just, you know, positioning and stuff like that. Knowing which brushes are warded. You can just check further ahead of yourself. So I like blue orb. I think it's very friendly. This game we're doing really well. So when your team is just doing really well and you're in a really good situation, you just have to take advantage of that time by just being able to farm your jungle, right? Jungling should be done more often when your team is, you know, doing really well. Because you're not forced to be there to like save your team in these sort of situations. So you should just be happy about where you are on the map. Here I'm gonna R, right? Because he's trying to hit that. Should be able to hit that too. Very nicely done. Here we should be able to kill. Be in advance. Damn, I actually could have killed there too. I got a bit more damage off. I wanted the ribbon too. If I could have eat a bit earlier, maybe we could have done something there. Not getting the level up was huge though. We could have survived. And here we go Sterix generally, but next patch, let's say our build might change a bit where we might go no Sterix, we might go straight into Death Stance and Maul. That would be a future build when they nerf Sterix, but right now Sterix is the best third item. In a game like this, DD Maul would this would probably be the future build. I think Sunder Sky is still going to be broken on Briar. I think Briar will probably still go Eclipse into Sunder Sky, and you're just going to go Death Stance into Maul for your third and fourth item. That's what I imagine is going to change, and that's like how I foresee it happening. And here I'm just farming. I get level 11. Bot lane situation. This is a really good tower for us to take. Whether my laners take it or me, like, I don't care. I just want this tower dead. So if I want this tower dead, I just have to kind of up myself and just go in a nice position like here. So here I don't mind just waiting to kind of see if the Sonder walks up a bit. Good chunks like this is really important. Really good chunk like that, really important. Because now it puts her in kill range, right? So now I have pretty much one-shot damage range. And that's just really free. And I don't even have to E here because my minions are taking me down, or it's that's just a one-shot combo range. We're happy. Here we can R just this guy. Just keep killing him. Auto attack Q. W to continue chase into the tap. One shot. You know, real dimensional. One simple. Just very simple gameplay. And here I can either, you know, save my W for maybe the Brown who's about to come here on the left side. Try to jump on him. Try to dodge him. E in advance. One shot. Maybe I die now, but that's just how the coin fumbles. But you know, that's a very standard. A lot of this is really that burst combo you play on Briar. One tap combo. You know, W, Q, auto attack, W. Press attack procs. Your W procs a lot of bursts. We're really happy with that. And it's not going to change next patch. It's going to be better. I do think Eclipse. I don't think the build's honestly going to change that much. Maybe Sunder Sky might be weak. You can always change it for something else. But yeah, don't feel good about chunky people. If you can chunk them, trade, and E, and then go back, next combo is pretty much kill range. So here I want dragon, right? So as the game progresses, dragons become more and more important because they are the win condition. That's how you're going to end the game. That's how you're going to win the game, is a dragon. So we always want to play around that. So here I want to play around dragon. It's up, but I'm not going to start it. I need my team around me. So I just generally just wait a bit. Maybe I use a blue orb, check the brush. Okay, it's a pink here. This is why I like blue orbs. Real safe to use it. You can always jump towards too, remember. Clear that fast. Scan the area, you know, set up whatever points of traps you need to. Going on Jin here would be huge. Going on Mundo as well. Here I think I can reach this guy. If he autos me, it's real good. W combo. Very easy. Here we can go on this guy. I'm gonna have to E in advance here. And then R to re-engage. That's how we do it. I do have Sterix, so I'm not gonna die that easy. Just keep the chase going. W forward. Don't want to get the Mundo soon. Have E to re-engage. Oh my god, obliterated me. I had E, but it is what it is. But you see how I engage, I disengage, I re-engage the fight, right? With my R. Because the R is going to put me in a stasis where I'm not able to do anything. So I want to make sure when I cast it, they're as far away as me from possible. So using E into an R is a good way to kind of get out of a sticky situation like that. Plus, it just buys you a lot of times to be... for your abilities come right back up and you're happy to go again. Overall, not bad though. So this is where I would go DD, Maul. Well, obviously we can't go Maul because we have Sterix, but next patch, DD, Maul. With like a Cleaver or something. This game will probably go DD and Cleaver. I don't want them to get Baron, so I just want to pay attention for this objective and just make sure they don't get it. So if my R is up, I'll probably R and I'll blue orb when I get close. So I have R and 5, so I'm just going to get close as possible and then R and blue orb. So I just want to get closer. So they're not on it, so that's good. But I just want to see if crab is up. You know, just like, you don't want to give them free Baron, right? Like, it's very important not to give them here. So here I just want to do blue. Then we can look for like an angle on this guy. If I R her R right now, you know, realistically, it's not going to hit, right? She's going to hear the sound and she's going to react to it. So it's not going to be a good one. But if I face track, I might be able to kind of scan the area and see what's going on here. I'm a W over here. R in advance. Damn, I actually misplayed that so hard. I should have held E. That was my bad. That should have been a good fight for us. That was a mistake. If you notice what I did, I just played everything poorly there. I missed my R. I E'd. I E'd without... I tapped E, right? We don't want to tap E. We want to hold E. That's a big thing. You don't want to tap E. But obviously, my team's around. They're in a bad fight, so it turns out to be a poor fight for them, but I would love to have done more in that fight. Try not to do anything in that situation like what I did. Remember, in that situation, I should have just Q'd her and then E'd right away to push her out and buy time for my R and my Graves and my teammates to be more around. And that's all I had to do in that situation. So it's just unfortunate, you know. Here we want Baron, right? If we're strong, if we're pushing them in and when there's 2 inhibs, we should just do Baron. It's like wrong not to be doing Baron in this situation. So we should be prepared and we should be around Baron Asher. We should be getting the objective here. So here I'm going to ping it. And if you want to be extra safe, you want to walk in here and just push them further out and just check, you know, like blue orbs here, scan for areas. But I think they're pretty far away, so no one should be able to contest this. But like blue orb here, check for the blast plant. These are things you want to make sure that you do to guarantee that sort of Baron is yours. But you see how far they are because of the inhib and because they have to catch waves. Pretty much guarantees that they're not really going to be in the area to contest Baron. So we're happy to do it. You want to be really careful. Just remember, smite is 1200. So watch for HP, smite, and you're good to go. Could Hail Mary R here if I wanted to, but... I saw Brand lurking, so we could look for a bit. Juke everything because I'm better than them, right? This is how it goes. This is warded. We know it's warded. So I have a few options. I Hail Mary R here. Hopefully that doesn't hit. Just check for vision with my R. Here I'm going to walk up. I can one-shot Bran, so if Bran walks up, I can one-shot him. Ribbon's pretty easy to go on. I'm going to E in advance because the damage is coming. Re-engage on Ribbon, flash combo. Oh, I actually didn't get that. She should die though. Yeah, the flash is really important on Briar, especially with this build path. It's a lot about that one tap combo. But overall, not bad, not bad. You might end up dying a lot when you play her, so just accept it for what it is. Dangerous game here, Swain. But the Graves is here, finally. The 3 and 6 Graves. He's got a weapon. Everybody get down. And he's dead. But yeah, this should be game. Hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing a lot more coaching videos too. So let me know what kind of champs you want to see me going over from some of the students. But yeah, good luck in your game. Good luck on the climb. Briar is still going to be... She's actually going to be better next patch. So enjoy the free LP.